Hyrule Warriors was developed by the same team who did the Dynasty Warriors games. A lot of people immediately labeled this as a Dynasty Warriors game with a Zelda skin, and frankly, they're right. There really isn't much more to it than that. Now, I haven't really played a Dynasty Warriors game since number 5, so maybe it's because I haven't played every single one that the series fatigue hasn't set with me yet, but I found myself rather enjoying playing Hyrule Warriors. You play as one of several iconic Zelda characters, effortlessly mowing down armies of enemies. Every character has their own set of different attacks by combining light and heavy swings, and have multiple weapon types to choose from. Each character plays differently, from their speed, range, and different special attacks. One of the stronger elements to Hyrule Warriors is that characters also have their own unique function on top of standard strength and speed differences. For example, Link has his trusty spin attack, Sheik can play the different Ocarina of Time temple songs for elemental attacks, and Zelda can stock up light arrow attacks. This is one of the better elements to Hyrule Warriors. Characters feel more distinct thanks to each having their own ability on top of their weapon style. And to bring more variety, each character has more than one weapon to choose from. Some are more useful than others, but it's a good way to change things up if you keep playing the same person. Every weapon also has an element to it: fire, water, lightning, dark, and light. Every stage has a recommended element to use on it, but that can be easily ignored. The elements hardly make any noticeable difference when fighting anything. This was probably added in hopes of creating more depth to the game, but the effect of elements is negligible. The story mode is the main draw. You'll go through several stages playing several selectable characters while completing several objectives. The objectives consist mainly of taking control over keeps, which are square-like rooms in the battlefield that spawn enemies, or allies if your side controls it. These provide points of defense on the map, and taking control of it simply requires killing dudes until a keep boss shows up and then killing him. You'll be doing this a lot, as your allies rarely accomplish anything on their own. Other objectives typically involve saving them from larger enemies, as they get thrashed constantly by anyone with a name or a life bar above their head. When you're not taking keeps or saving worthless allies, you'll be fighting bosses. The most fun comes from fighting other warriors. You're able to lock on and focus your attention on them as you dodge and attack whenever you can. The fights against them are most fun, yes, but they hardly exhibit clever combat tactics or advanced AI. Often, they'll go into a consistent pattern of attacks, making it easy to retaliate. The same goes for the large boss monsters. They'll do the same thing over and over, and it's just a matter of time until you kill them. And killing them takes a long time, as boss enemies employ a ridiculous amount of health. You'll be mindlessly slashing away for several minutes at a time. A weakness meter that can be diminished for a flashy attack of heavy damage helps alleviate this, but even those attacks don't seem to take away as much as they should. Plus, seeing yourself do the same super cinematic super stab on the same Dodongo 4 or 5 times in the same fight diminishes its appeal. I was hoping the story mode would come in 2 flavors, one campaign from the hero side and then a separate campaign from the villain's point of view. Instead, you get one long campaign, with the villain's portion taking up a total of 3 stages. More time spent on them, or making more of them playable in the story mode, would have been way cooler. There are a few things in Hyrule Warriors to make it feel more like a Zelda game, and that includes treasures and items. The items are limited to the series staples: bow, bomb, boomerangs, and the hookshot. These are used sparingly on the field, and each is pretty much tailored to only take out very specific enemies. They might get you into a hidden area, but depending on the scenario of the stage, the area may or may not be fruitful. Rather, the items are there mostly to take out large boss monsters in the game. None of it is surprising. Use bombs on Dodongo, shoot Goma in the eye, etc. If you are able to find a hidden treasure chest somewhere, you're rewarded in typical Zelda fashion. You'll either get a piece of heart or a heart container to increase your maximum health, or a weapon that gets unlocked after the stage. Finding all of these heart containers for every character can be a joy, if not tiresome, as it will require multiple playthroughs on numerous stages. Even gold Skulltulas, which when killed unlock art pieces, require multiple playthroughs on the same stage to get them all. Getting more gold Skulltulas is worth it though, as they strengthen your bazaar for better potion drinks to use on the field. You can also craft badges for each character, which are basically passive skills to improve their combat effectiveness. There's also a smithy, which allows you to combine weapon skills onto the stronger one, and a training dojo, which allows you to spend rupees to instantly level someone to catch up to the rest of your crew, which is great, as this takes out a lot of grinding. The other game mode that Hyrule Warriors boasts is the Adventure mode, which is heavily inspired by the original Legend of Zelda. you'll be traveling across that very same map in search of new weapons, heart containers, and gold sculptulas. This is essentially a scenario mode where you are tasked with completing the mission within certain parameters, such as being forced to use certain characters and weapons, or other factors like every attack being an instant kill. This mode provides some variety as you try other characters or weapons, but in the end it's still the same hack and slash action of the main mode. You also get item cards when completing some stages, which can be used to unlock new rewards for each scenario. These are hidden inside the world map, and the items must be used to find them. What's neat is that if you have any knowledge of the original Zelda's secrets, you know exactly where to look in Hyrule Warriors. One of the more frustrating aspects of the adventure mode is that this is the only way to unlock certain characters and weapons. I was really hoping that the story mode would provide an opportunity to play everybody once, or even unlock the alternate weapons on some people. Instead, a majority of it is relegated to the adventure mode. All of the game modes are made easier and more fun by playing it cooperatively with a friend. One person plays on the TV, and the other uses the Wii U's gamepad. However, the trade-off is that the TV display gets a downgrade in resolution, and it's bizarre. It basically looks like the resolution of the gamepad put onto the TV. And even in single player, slowdown is frequent. Also, there is no online multiplayer. The only online functionality it has is assisting other people passively in the adventure mode and posting to the Miiverse. In the end, Hyrule Warriors is just like a Dynasty Warriors game. It's mindless hack and slash through killing lots of dudes, sometimes fighting bosses, and it's all very repetitive. But I was having fun with it. Again, maybe it's because I haven't played a game like this in a long time, but I was enjoying it, and I enjoyed to continue to go through the adventure mode. The lack of online co-op is a big letdown, and I would have liked a little bit more out of this story. Hyrule Warriors earns a 7 out of 10. It's definitely not a game for everyone, but it is for people who want simple fun. It might be worthwhile for Wii U owners to check out, but it's not worth buying a Wii U over.